I was taken to a demonic kingdom. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what time you're watching this video. I would like to say a special thank you to each and everyone who has gone to my YouTube channel, has watched, has liked, has subscribed. I do not take it for granted. I would like to say thank you so much. So if you have not subscribed, please go and press that subscribe button. Like, you can share with your friends and family that they may get something from this video. So I would like to talk about a demonic experience I had some time back, which I believe was out of watching something that opened me up to demonic exploitation or a demonic attack. So then in 2018, I used to love watching movies. I was a newborn again Christian. I had not stayed in salvation for so long. So I had just been born again. So then I used to love watching movies. If there was something that I used to spend a lot of my time doing, was watching movies. So um I would watch from one series to another, one series to another, one episode to another, and that is how I used to spend my time most of the time. So in 2018, I watched this movie, which was quite new then. It was, it had just launched in 2018. It had just premiered in 2018. It's called Nobody's Fool. So in this video, it was a comedy. Yeah, it was a comedy. Yeah. So I got it, I watched, and after finished watching in the evening, I went to sleep. So on going to sleep, I had a demonic encounter. In my dream, I was taken to a demonic kingdom. And in that demonic kingdom, I could see now the lead actress of this movie. She was like a goddess in that kingdom. So in this kingdom, she was surrounded by a lot of people. She had worn a very tight uh red dress which had cleavage, and it was very tight. So in this kingdom, people around her, they were kneeling, they were lying prostrate, they were bowing to her, and they were lifting up their hands. So it is like the way in church people worship God. In this kingdom, people are bowing to her. It's like she was a goddess in this kingdom. Yeah, people are bowing to her, praising her, lifting her up, worshiping her. Yes, so I wondered what is not going on. So in on after I woke up from this dream, I could feel a very strong demonic presence in my room. Next to my bed, I could feel there was a demon standing next to my bed. And this demon had come to terrorize me. So on sleeping, I was so scared that the demonic presence was so strong you could not assume it, or you could not just think it was you thinking about other things. The demon was standing there next to my bed, and I was so scared. I was just wondering, what do I do? I am alone in this room. This is a spiritual being. You cannot slap it, you cannot kick it. Even when you scream, people may not see it. Well, how do you go about it? So I was so scared. I curled myself in bed, and I could just feel the Spirit of God was really interceding for me and praying for me, interceding for me and praying for me. Until now, the demon left. And that's when I came to know that by what we see, by what we hear, is how we open up ourselves to demonic attacks or an encounter with the Holy Spirit. That's how I got to understand it is very serious to be careful with what you're watching, what you're reading, what you're listening to, because it is not just music, it is not just a movie, it is not just a book, it is beyond that, and it digs deep to the spiritual. So that's when I came to resonate with the story. If you are in Kenya, I'm sure you have heard this story before, of the guy who killed his family. He had read a book which was a sequel to a movie that was being aired in the UK. It It was about murdering people, and this guy took the book and was just reading innocently. So by reading, that is how the spirit of murder got into him, and he took a machete and went and killed his family. He killed his sisters, his father and mother, I think, and his siblings. But the uncle is the one who managed to escape. So I got to understand that, to be honest, not every book we read, every movie we watch, every music we listen to has an impact to us which is beyond us. It digs deep to the spiritual. So I would like to urge someone, just be careful with what you're reading, what you're watching, music you're listening to. It is not just a movie. It digs deep than that. And that's how I was just thinking about the things that were happening in Kenya in January. About it just started with one story where a man killed a lady in an Airbnb. Then after that, you could hear a lot of stories about had been killed by men. And you came to notice, you see, the first time that story aired in the TV, the enemy took advantage, and now the spirit of murder got into people. Now they use the same method to kill ladies. It digs deep beyond what we see, beyond what we know. Even when we go on a march, we go and march and just say and femicide. Yes, we will march. But again, we have to deal with these things spiritually because it goes beyond us. So please just be careful with what you're watching and what you're reading, because it really, really impacts how you behave and your character. I would like to say thank you even for taking time. May God bless you and see you soon. Bye.